Uh, just wait a minute. You'll cut that, Cindy. I hope. Okay. Okay. What I guess.
Hata yangu ni rahisi.
Sijali, I'm the editor.
So hakuna hourglass, minute glass.
No, I'm the one who's gonna tell you time's up. Bye
Bye.
Why are we answering that question?
Which question?
Giraffe.
No, we're just leaving them in suspense. Hi. Welcome back, our viewers, to another episode of Peer Pressure. We are finally getting ready to finish this session of Peer Pressure. Like you remember last time, we talked about peer pressure, but we mostly found out that it went hand in hand with identity. And if you did watch us, I know you recall that we talked about social media, but we didn't get into it so much because of how broad it is. So we decided we'll talk about it today. Yeah? Aye. So my name is Rose. I'm your host for today. And with me here, I have my fellow comrades. Yes. So on my right here, I have Wachira Mathu joining us today from the media team and also the band. I'm sure anyone who even comes to Cornerstone knows Wachira. On my far right, we have William Shepherd. Now, William is part of the children's ministry. Very good narrator. I'm sure if you watch children's ministry, you've seen him a couple of times. I know children call him Teacher William. Yes. On my far left, we have Evelyn Njoki. Thank you for joining us again, Evelyn. It's so good to see you again. I'm so glad you're part of the panelists. Also, she's part of the media team, and she helps us a lot, and we are grateful to have her. And on my left here, we have...
Last but not least.
Yes, last but not least, Paul Lemmy. Paul Lemmy is part of the children's ministry. Like I said, if you watch our children ministry programs, you'll get to see him. Very good actor, and as much as he thinks he can't sing, I think he can.
That's right.
Yeah.
God will punish you for lying.
So let's start. Today we are back to charades. Today I have to see some people like Evelyn if they can act it out. Yes, so on our table here, we have, of course, our sanitizer, because we have to sanitize, guys. Take care of yourselves. We also have a few pieces of papers, so each one of you will pick a paper. Okay? Yeah, then you read it. Don't show anyone. Don't. So much chini. Alafu, get into character. Yes, so now, I think we're gonna do it in a way that, should I group you into this side and this side, yeah? Teams.
That's right.
So this team is called Team?
Team Mathu.
Team Mathu. Okay, Team Mathu. This side?
Team Paulo.
Team Paulo.
I refuse.
Yeah.
My name shall not be put on...
Okay. Team, I don't know. They will
we just
decide.
Paul Paulo.
Team Paulo, yes? Yeah. So, guys, please pick your pieces of papers. Yes. Everyone. Okay. Then you read. Then you'll act it out for your partner. Okay, one piece of paper is left, but yeah.
Actually, two.
Oh, there are two?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Wow, I was really excited about this game. Okay, so the last two will finish with the teams taking one each. So we are gonna start with my right, of course. Team Mathu.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's gonna start?
I go first. You go first. Sure.
Wachira, you can do this.
A djembe. A hat. So you said. Washira. So you. Okay, let's do it again. A judge. Judge. There?
Nice. Good. 1 point for Team Matthew. Yeah. Or 10 points for Team
But
Matthew.
William, you are doing a djembe.
I'm like, is he digging something?
Okay. Aya. So we go to Team Paulo.
Let me start. Huh? Okay.
Camera.
Yeah.
Camera.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's how it's
awesome.
done.
Camera. Yes.
Okay.
Aya, 10 points for Team Paulo. Back to Team Matthew. William. Okay. Okay.
Crucifixion. Cross.
What?
Lord's table.
What's that?
Lord's table. The Lord's table.
Uh-huh.
Like, is that name okay? Or?
Time is up.
Okay. So, yes, the answer was Holy Communion, but yes, Lord's table. Aya. So,
Good job, Washira.
He's supposed to say the word. He's supposed
Aya.
to say the word.
Still the same thing.
It means the same thing.
Yes.
No,
No, it means the same thing.
Aya.
It means the same thing.
Okay, so we go to Evelyn. What?
handkerchief. Ah.
What?
Handkerchief.
Handkerchief. Awesome.
We don't need much explanation.
Yeah.
Aya. Now, take the last two papers. Each team takes one paper.
Can take Washira.
The one who took it gets to act it out. Yes, that's the trap. Mhm. Okay, so which team is starting? Team Matthew? Team Matthew, I believe in you.
We can do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Hands. Prayer. What? Give me another sign. Give me another sign. Book. Bible.
Awesome. Bible.
Bible.
Hey. Okay. We go to Team Paulo. I also believe in you. Eh? There's no losers here.
Sing. Worship. Praise. Microphone.
Say it again.
Microphone.
Awesome. Hiya. So thank you guys. That was awesome. Today I see you didn't need much effort. Anyway, I hope the topic you will put more effort.
Of course.
Anyway, you know what I mean. Hiya. So we are done with the game. Thank you so much for participating. So who are our winners?
Team
All of us are winners.
All of us
That's
are
right,
winners.
Only weak people think like that.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday evening. We are so grateful to the Lord that He has given us this chance to talk to you guys, because this is a topic that affects each and every youth, not even just youth, by the way. Because social media is something that, number one, can be very, very addictive, can be very, very effective if used correctly. Let's say business-wise, church-wise, like the way we normally do our services online. Such a good platform for us to reach you guys, especially during this pandemic, because not all of us are able to go to church. Yeah? Yes, and also it can be, used in not so good ways that might also bring about a lot of complications. You can see many people insult each other on social media. So much conflict is going on, hate speech. There's a lot going on social media, and we are here to talk about it today because we are all about it, yes? Like I mentioned last time, peer pressure is not just negative, it's also positive. So now, guys, I know we know the same usual platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. There's this one I've also been seeing all around the internet, TikTok. I don't know, have you encountered it? Yeah.
Is it the one with funny videos?
Yes,
Okay.
that one. So I've even, it can be very educative, but I've also seen it can also be used to really, like there's this person who made a TikTok video to insult or to make fun of somebody, and in as much as it's funny to the rest of us, because many people find such content interesting, we need to remember that there's someone behind it all, the one who's being insulted, the one who's being mimicked. How do they feel about this? And we are here to talk about this because it's not only them. There are so many people dealing with these problems right now, and it's leading to a lot, depression, anxiety. There's so much going on. So yeah, okay. So now, guys. Based on social media, since all of you use social media most of the time, yeah? Yes, and we've seen how addictive it can be. Very. So how can you, to be honest, as you as a user, maybe you can tell us your experience. Are you addicted to social media? And if you're not, how did you cope with limiting yourself? Yeah? Yeah? So who do we want to start with? Team Paulo?
Team Paolo.
Yes. Now tell us, maybe you're not addicted. Tell us, I'm not that addicted, but this is how I'm able to moderate my social media usage. Yeah.
Okay. It's a good question. Yeah, that's a very good question. I can't say I'm really that addicted. Let's say I'm more of a viewer. I just view people's content, and I think, it's not much of a big deal for me. Yeah.
So how are you able to moderate not using social media so much? Like, do you, how am I gonna put it? For example, some people go on social media cleanses. Like, I won't use social media for a whole month or a week. Maybe how are you able to not use social media so much? Is there something else you'd rather do, like read a book when you feel like using social media, something like that? Do you keep yourself busy?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not that into social media. I'm not that into it where I would find myself going to extra lengths of time. I think, like with my accounts on the various, like even Instagram, it's not, for me, I even follow very few people. Very few people are even following me. So it is even easier to just go through all of them in like even 10 minutes and I am done for the day. So yeah, for me it's not that much of a big deal where I would say that that my time is being taken significantly by social media. Yeah.
Awesome. Evelyn?
For me, the pressure was in when I was in high school. You know, you had to follow the trends and everything that every person did. So back then, Facebook was lead, was the main thing. If you don't post, you're not up to trend. And right now, after I finished school, you know, you I don't know, but you just sit back and realize that what you were doing then was baseless. Like, it was not that important like the way it felt then. So right now I'm just there.
So right now your social media usage isn't as much as then.
It's not.
Okay, you see, that's peer pressure. William?
Social media. So I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. You can check me out. But so it's not really like an attachment. I'm not like really addicted to any of that. And reason why, I think kind of like what Paul said. I don't have so many followers, and again, I'm a person who loves to interact with people. So I think interacting with people do so well than social media. This is true. Many people have complained that I am antisocial. Just recently, I replied a message on a Hangout that was sent in the year 2018. And just this week, as I was chatting with Paul, that's when I realized, I never replied to this friend. So I think I value real-time conversation than the virtual one. Not that they are bad, but just that I mean there is a lot of heartache when you're attached to social media. There's so much, and I think when you want to know if you're addicted to it, it's when it is taken away for some time. Yeah. You know, have you ever lost your phone or the battery did something and you can't go to WhatsApp for like 2 weeks? You feel someone different, you know, because you are attached to it. So, yeah. And also, lastly, I have found myself I'm into like I do share things daily on WhatsApp. So like that's my only purpose, like the major reason as to why I would go online. You see, otherwise I don't find a reason to check things out. Yeah.
Washira?
So I would say social media use is dependent on so many things. And first of all, as I said, it depends on how you perceive it or how you use it. How do you why are you on social media? The first thing, that's the first question. And then the other thing naona quite dependent on is how easily are you able to access social media. Kama uko na gadget, kama uko na lapi, kama uko na anything that can get you an access into social media will also influence how you'll end up using it. But as for me, since I joined, I've actually been niko tu kwa Facebook na niko kwa, and it's been a long time since I joined Facebook, na niko kwa WhatsApp, and I'm also on Twitter. They call it Twitter.
Twitter.
But I rarely find myself using Twitter. But Facebook once in a while. But as I said, it depends on what you're using it for. You know, the moment you find yourself addicted, I believe in a kwanga, because probably you're using it for some other things. Inaweza kuwa a positive addiction. But anyway, I don't think there's anything positive about addiction. But no,
Addicted to Jesus.
Addiction is just addiction. So, and I will say Personally, siwezi sema I have had it easy. There are moments that nimepata imeni influence in, especially when there's something very interesting I want to check out. Ita interfere na probably my sleep time. Napata na overextend the night, because there's something you want to check out or look at. And over time, I've learned to have self-control. No, it's not easy. I know it's not easy, but sometimes as Christians, we are expected to cultivate that fruit of self-control in our lives, so that ikifika ile point una feel, I'm almost getting so much into this, I need to. Yeah, let me not go ahead of the discussion.
Awesome. Thank you guys for sharing. That was very interesting. As for me, to be honest, I am on so many social media platforms. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. Ni TikTok too sija join because these days, okay, I'll speak more on that. But for me, like Evelyn, I joined Facebook when I was in high school, when it was the trend. Everyone is on Facebook. You're not on Facebook. What are you doing? And you're not posting. You need to post so you can get more friends. The more friends you have, the more you likes, the more you're famous. And I was thinking, what? Now you have to put a nice picture. You don't even have a nice picture. You're probably going through some serious self-esteem issues. You put this picture. Have you ever, you see like the way we take, you can take like 40 pictures and you delete all of them because you don't even like any of them. Yeah. Then Instagram came about and people's pictures are looking like, wow. Like people literally live inside Photoshop. And you have 2 megapixels cameras. Anyway, yes. For me, I was very much addicted to social media. So much that I became an insomniac. Insomnia is like inability to sleep. So I would find myself sleeping at like 5 a.m. when my mom is waking up to go to work. I haven't slept. That's when I'm sleeping. Because I'm on social media, I'm looking through people's pictures, likes, all that. And for me, to be honest, it gave me a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression. Because you look at people's lifestyles and maybe, like, especially when I joined university, people were posting, oh, they're traveling where, they're doing what, and you're just here, you're struggling to do your degree because you don't want to disappoint your parents. People are making money, people are living lavish, and your pictures are looking like, oi. And I was so addicted. I liked the likes. If I see so many likes, even if it's 100, I get so excited and I'm thinking, oh, I made it, Beyonce. But then, what did I really gain from that, to be honest? Nothing. That pressure didn't amount to anything, because at the end of the day, even if you put your pictures, you're where, if you're broke, you're still broke. Sorry to say. If you can't be able to afford the latest Gucci shoes, people are posting, oh, they have Rolex, what, and you can't, because it's giving us a false. For me, it's like a facade, you know. You're trying to reach it, but you can't. You're trying to get to that life, but you can't. So you end up unajifinyilia sana. And that's actually what we're going to talk about next. It's that what are the major things you think that the outcomes that due to this peer pressure in social media. Like, for example, I said depression, anxiety. I was always trying to keep up with the trends, trying to get likes, trying to get more followers, and it was not worth it. Maybe other things you might want to mention, any of you, 1 or 2.
I will say unrealistic expectations.
Awesome.
From, uh, when you go to social media, you see, as you said, utaona vitu mingi. You'll see so many things that will probably interest you in one way or the other. But in the actual sense, or in the real sense, you are not able to get there. You put so much expectation on yourself, dependent on what you see. Kama ni image ya mtu, you want to look like that. But I believe some of these things are just that we see on social media. Zinakuanga tu, like, some of them are just shows. It's not it's not the truth about life. It's not the actual thing about life. There is a truth about life that we really need to get hold of. It's not what you see on media or on movies, because I believe media is also movies. The movies we watch.
True,
you want to pressure yourself to behave like someone you see on a movie or in a movie.
Yeah.
And you end up being depressed. You end up being anxious because you're not meeting up to those expectations that you have seen on that movie, and you want to, unataka kuattain. So we really need to be very careful when you indulge in social media. Have a conscious mind, so that unajua, this is where I can get, and this is what I don't need to put on myself. This kind of pressure, I don't need this kind of pressure in my life. Yeah.
Paul?
Washira has just talked, and I felt a certain touch. But I think I would say, on the same note, actually, it also, the unrealistic expectation, it also finds a way to damage your self-esteem. How it lowers your self-worth, how you view yourself. I think I have been a victim of this. Yeah. Maybe I am going through the stories of people. Someone's Instagram story. So I tap on the first story. Yeah. And then this guy has something very interesting. Yeah. So this guy has written on his story that he speaks of, if we cannot, someone places on his story that, as in, if we can't be open enough, yeah, when I don't want you in my life, yeah. And then I look at this post that, I feel pressured, because I as in, looking at this post, and this is the expectation of someone. Maybe if it's a girl, it's an expectation of a boyfriend, yeah? That this is the boyfriend I want to have, and this is the girlfriend I want to have. And now when you look at such a post and you're like, so this is what is expected of me, yeah? This is what is expected of me. So maybe that might not affect you as much. Then you scroll to the next one, right? And then you see another one that someone says that silence is more powerful than 1,000 words, or something related to that. And then they have some dope picture of maybe a movie star there, and he's like, he's really silent, and you're like, wow, as in, you feel motivated, and then the next thing you feel, as in, like, I want to be silent, yeah? Man, you want to be silent. And if you are a talker, my friend, as in, you will, as in, yeah, if you're a talker, you know how that ends for you. It will not end well. You will still be the talker, and you will be like, I wanted to be a silent man, but I'm still a talker, yeah? And as in, there are so many, there are so many expectations, yeah, that you find. Even more when dealing even with relationships. You find, very young people are speaking about their expectations, very unrealistic expectations of their partners. And I'm like, okay, now is, as in, like, if this is marriage, as in, would I even want to even get into this? So, like, the unrealistic expectations, like make me want to as in go back and really think about as in what happens if I don't live up to it. Yeah, and if I don't live up to it, it's like you know, you start viewing yourself as a failure. You start viewing yourself as in this is the certain standard of the world and you are below it. So it really measures down on you. It really hits down on you. Yeah.
Wow. That was a really awesome point. Thank you. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you, Ashira. Because of time, we will move to the last question. Yes. Based on what Washira and Paul have said, I'd like to add one last thing, drug abuse. It's okay. You don't need to pick. I'm done with it. Okay, drug abuse. You've noticed maybe when you follow a certain kind of people, especially celebrities from abroad or even celebrities here, it's not just those ones from abroad. Maybe you see them partying, drinking, you know, smoking or all those things. And sometimes you feel the need to just want to try. Even you want to be like them. Hey, they're living a nice life. Me, I want to drink. Even when you watch movies, you see maybe someone has gotten to the house, anataka kurelax, amejiekea kinywaji, hata huko, hey, hata mimi ningekuwa nako kinywaji. You see? So for those who definitely drink or that, the more they keep watching these things, the more, or checking Instagram or YouTube and seeing this happening, the more they want to also do it, and they find themselves doing it. Or even those ones going through depression might use drugs or even alcohol. Most of them use that to try and cope with it. So now our question is, what are the ways you can deal with social media peer pressure? For mine, like the first point he said is, who do you follow? He doesn't follow many people. So who do you follow? Who are you following? Because the people you follow are the ones you'll keep seeing every time on your feed. So who do you follow? So you should be mindful of who you're following. If you're a Christian, like us, yeah? For me, for myself, I'd say I try to follow as many Christian-related posts that even when I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling like I've woken on the wrong side of the bed, I just look through my Instagram and I'm like, you're loved. Jesus loves you. He died for you. And I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, you can do this. You don't even have, they don't even have to be Christian-based. They can be something that motivates you. Today will be a good day. Oh, start your day, you know? Or you can even follow pages that help with fitness, health. Yes, so what are other ways you can deal with social media? Everyone can say one small point, then we close. William, I'm seeing you looking at me like this, like you're ready to say something.
Whoa. So, I don't know where to start, but it's a very unfortunate to see how people are hurting, especially the young people or people who are so much attached to these things. These gadgets, social media, all of that. It's very sad. I think watu wa kitambo, if you will tell them explain depression, they will struggle. They will struggle to understand. What are you talking about? Well, what is that? What, you know? But now, you know, cases of depression are like they are going high. They're going high. And while technology is advancing and things, they might look like they're getting better. So what's the problem? What's the issue? I'm not sure that I can describe the problem, but I think we can look at these things that we so much hold to our heart, and then we can get the root problem. someone once shared that people post things on Instagram, like just happy moments, right? Paradise experiences, right? They don't post ugly things, only classic, beautiful, perfect,
Or we just buried someone.
I don't know, but you see,
Yeah, that's true.
right? So and then this person was saying that people post happy things, and then when they sit down, they desire to be the same things that they posted. I mean, they're like, I want to be happy like this. So meaning that whatever they posted was a lie. It was just a lie. It's not. It's not true. So okay, who are you pleasing? Who are you pleasing? If you really want to please someone, take him out and drink coffee and go mountain climbing. Don't just like display a picture of yourself and then write a beautiful story with rhyming words, and it's not true. It's a lie. I'm not against posting things. It's good. I do watch some people's status. Some people, not everyone. There are some. I just had to mute them because there's never anything edifying for me to look at. If you're there, I love you, but and I want you to improve on your status. Let me say this also, that it doesn't matter the leader that you are. It doesn't matter how spiritual you are. The people you hang around with, the people that you choose to associate, or even the gadgets that you choose to associate yourself with, they are the catalyst to your uplift or downfall. They catalyze. A catalyst is something that speeds up the rate of reaction. Okay, so if like, let's say you have an issue with pride, and then you're busy on your phone. Let me tell you, there's a verse that talks about pride, that pride comes before fall. Is there a verse? Is it a statement, or it's a verse? It's a Bible verse. I mean, if that's where you're struggling, and then instead of going to Jesus, who will deal with your pride, you run to these things, and you run to people of your kind. They will catalyze to your downfall. I mean, and you won't be happy. So my finishing point is technology. I believe it's from God. God gives human the ability to come up with things that are good. Like, look at right now. We are not able to talk to people in this place, but we use social media to minister to God's people, and it has helped. It has helped in many ways. And so, find value in what God has given. Find value in what God has given, and most importantly, value the one-on-one friendship. I think that's what we are supposed to treasure. If you have an opportunity, I think if Rose, I'm having a conversation with you and you're sharing something, I'm able to know what you're going through one-on-one. I mean, I can see your eyes, I can see the words, how you're expressing it.
True.
But on social media, let me say, social media for me, it is there to plan events. For me, it's just a plan date, time, okay, agreement. But I mean, it can only do so much as compared to one-on-one life. So it cannot be replaced. That's the word. Actually, that's what I want to say. Fellowship, one-on-one meeting cannot be replaced by Facebook and Twitter.
Awesome.
And TikTok. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, William. That was awesome. Evelyn, you have something to say?
I do. So these days I've been seeing that people, like from the class that we were in 2017, I find that people are starting YouTube channels and just coupling up and trying to be like the famous what Jesus, famous I don't know who, famous the Cubbies, you see. So if that's your intention, then I think you're lost. And one other thing is that for me, right now, I'm really dealing with myself with the course that I am doing, and I've been following up Chef Raphael and Kaluhi. So they have been so inspiring to me, and I think I'm gaining skills from whatever that I've been learning from them. So use social media as something that will help you to just take another step in your life with whatever that you have learned before. Just gain more skills with it, and it will help you so much. And and don't use it for wrong purposes. You know, many people are really falling down, and one thing I must say is I was reading an article, actually hata ilikuwa post. Some girl alishame mtu mwingine. So venye alirukiwa ilikuwa like you see. So mind you what you take there, and if it's right, you will find people there and they will really step on you, and it will really be bad, and you will feel depressed, and you will just it will diminish you to the lowest point, and you won't find yourself getting up again. You see, that's all I can say.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. Yes, so now we've come to the close of our talk. Everyone has had something to share, and I hope you guys have learned a lot. Remember, who are you pleasing? We are only pleasing God. You can't please man. You can't satisfy anybody. But live for God, and trust me, everything will work out for you. Number 2, who do you follow? Who are you following on those social media platforms? Like for her, she's following chefs, and she's learning a thing or two during this quarantine, and you know, she'll be out here cooking for her husband very well, eh? Nice food, eh? Yes. Also, for me, what also worked for me was a social media cleanse. If you can, take a week, 2 weeks, a month away from social media. I think I took 3 months away from social media while I was working at some place in Thika Road. That's a story for another day. And I was so stress-free. I wasn't worried about who's doing what, who wants to see what, nothing like that. You see, and trust me, it'll work out for you. But if you can't go on a cleanse, you use the other methods. Be careful of who you're following, and be realistic. Even these people who are posting these things, by the way, they're probably in the same position.
Photo shoots.
Hey, or worse than you, Bana. Is it photo shoots by the way? We try. We try, by the way. But at the end of the day, social media can be used for good. It can be used to spread the gospel. It can be used to encourage somebody who's going through something. You know, it can be used for good. But you who are body shaming people, and you, not that there's no condemnation also. You see, because there's no condemnation in Christ.
Also in Christ Jesus.
Yes, children's ministry. Eh? Yeah, so you guys remember, hata nyinyi wenye muna insult wase nini, these people are also feeling bad. They might look tough on social media, but at home they're probably curled up in their bed just crying, and you never know. You might even someone might even end up committing suicide, which we pray against it. And how are you gonna feel after that? You're gonna feel so bad. It's gonna, you know. Haya. So thank you so much, Wachira Mathu. Thank you, William Shepherd. Thank you, Paul Lemmy. And thank you, Evelyn, for joining us again. We are so glad you guys have joined us. Thank you. Continue following us on YouTube and Facebook. Cornerstone Faith Assembly. We have amazing content every single day at 12:45. We have live sermons. come worship with us, listen to a powerful word from our bishop and our other pastors, and you're gonna be blessed. That's the kind of social media you should be watching. Yeah, because that is encouraging and it's uplifting. Children's ministry, you will learn a lot. Don't just think it's for children. Even adults can learn a lot from children's ministry. Every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. Other languages, Luo, Luya, Kikuyu, Kikamba, come to you at 8 p.m. So guys, last question. What makes a giraffe different from all other animals? Go think about it. We'll talk about it next time. Bye guys.
Bye.
Baraka man.